This Meditainment production is brought to you today by the Samurai Aquatics and Decor Metaventure. Scan that QR code or click that link in the description and dive yourself headfirst into the Samurai Aquatics Discord server to pleasure your peepers on our current and future range of outdoor decor.
The Whine and Cheese show is a Metaverse and NFT discussion and interview series brought to you by Metaverse Ventures Entertainment and host BEN68 and Morecheese. Warning: the information and opinions within are solely the views of the individuals involved, contains content not suitable for anyone.
One is a wanker, one's slinging stunts, one's from Australia, one's from the Bronx.
Snack size.
This here is actually a very interesting segue to what we're talking about with outdoor decor and selling of what is essentially NFTs in game for Upland. So the article here is how NFT royalties work and sometimes don't. Are NFT royalties designed to offer artists a better business model? A closer look at how they work explains their true potential. So just as a bit of a quick synopsis, if you're not already aware, the established kind of mechanic is that any artist that creates and sells NFTs, they, for the lifetime of that product, unless it gets burnt, they will get a percentage payment kickback for any future sales. So Cheese, you get these.
Oh,
What's your setup? What's your setup on Wax?
I was grandfathered into 10%. I think now they have it from like as high as 6.
Yeah.
I haven't checked recently, but yeah, I get 10% royalties.
Yes, and for the sometimes don't work aspect, we have raised this question with Upland multiple times now and haven't been given an answer. And if you're not given an answer, the answer is probably no. We asked, are there going to be royalties patched into the mechanics for the sale of outdoor decor? It appears that the answer to that is no. Our artist D-Tech and Cheese, also as the artists, they are creating art that is sold within the game as an outdoor decor NFT. We get paid once and that's it. It seems very strange that there's no mechanic, there's no royalty mechanic at all involved with that. The same goes for the building structure ornaments. The people that have designed and submitted building structure ornaments, they don't get any royalties for that. Again, it seems like a real missed opportunity. So I don't know.
Okay, so I just wanted to jump in real quick on this.
Yep.
One of the things about perpetual good in the metaverse comes from the so it was the idea that people could actually use NFTs and the smart contracts associated with them to allocate a percentage of the fees collected to a charity, right? And so that's where the whole concept of that, what I talk about with perpetual good in the metaverse came from, was this very concept. And I know Shelter Group, I don't know if you guys have seen, but in Creedmoor, he started a new art kind of series where he's actually giving a percentage to the artist and a percentage to Child Mind Institute.
Yep.
All right. I get the whole charity thing. It's a good thing to do, but a lot of the artists that are starting, they kind of need the charity themselves. Like these are people that aren't really doing well in, like, maybe some people who have how do you say, mind troubles, issues, and this is finally their platform to thrive on. Like, they can't go outside, they have, what is it called, mental health issues. They're doing great work in the metaverse. These are people that I kind of look at and say they should be getting royalties. Like, you know, this is their time to shine, sort of thing. If you have it to give, that's fine.
Right.
But I'm not
saying you have to.
I know, I understand that, but I'm saying in regards to like charity is great, but I think these artists that are starting out, I think they kind of need their own kind of way of making it going forward.
So I will say this. One, Shelter Group mentioned that the artists, the person who creates the art, gets royalty from it.
Yeah, it's a bit of a
Plus,
split.
it's split, right? And the other thing is, you don't necessarily need to do that if you're doing your own NFTs, but I will say, and just from the Creedmoor experience, the exposure you get as an artist for contributing to these charity type of events can actually help you either get whitelisted because of the art being sold. It can help you get your name out there, and it could create, goodwill that actually translates to people checking out your page and your wallet.
Yeah, it's
So
tricky. That can be abused.
It's tricky. Like,
Yeah.
for example, nothing against Shelter Group, but like
time is
Tricky.
it's tricky. I like
Yes.
a place like UPX World, where it takes, all right, you don't get the royalties, but you get it turned into other stuff that can give you a secondary income as well.
IAPs in that purchases.
Purchases. So basically, they're kind of making up for taking away the royalties, and they're a big name. Like, I can understand going into something like that, but people just have to be careful working with individuals that they're not, familiar with. And such like that. Just like no financial advice, no charity advice.
Yes. Or in Upland's case, it's all a moot point, because as it says here, it appears that the technology is only as good as the platform's commitment to uphold it. So, if the conversation's not even being had, then yeah, it's kind of a moot point.
Well, they dip their toe into charity work and stop bashing charities, Morecheeese.
I'm not. Stop bashing starving artists.
Yeah, well, it's. I know from.
I'm messing with you.
I know from back when I was doing game development, I did a lot of. I work with a lot of artists on that kind of revenue share model. There was a lot of people that were taken advantage of by that. Like the people who did the rev share then went on and made millions and didn't, because there was a lot of, there's not lawyers involved with these people. These are people having one-on-one conversations and then just being taken advantage of. So
that's the beauty of the smart contract.
Tricky. Yeah, that can take away from all that. Yep.
Right, because it's all in the blockchain and it's all automated into the business logic for posting it. Now, I don't know how, and maybe Morecheeese, you can explain how this works. How do you actually set up a smart contract where you can get the rev share, the royalty?
So when I mint my NFTs, because I give a percentage to Ben, without Ben, we wouldn't have Whine and Cheese. So he should get paid, that's my feelings on it. So I'm basically, sharing with Ben. What I do is I set up a Nifty. I mint an Atomic Hub, and then I put it in Nifty to do a drop. I do this for a few reasons. Nifty is superior to Atomic Hub in this. You get Nifty bucks. So not only do you get an NFT, but you get like an incentive as well towards other NFTs and discounts. And I'm able to share, like I have it set as Valentine, because you could name it. And I started it last year when we did the Valentine NFT of us eating our hearts out. So I updated all of them, and he gets 25% of every NFT that I sell.
Yeah, it's basically using the tools that are provided by the platform.
Yeah.
It's all kind of like Cheese is not sitting there coding a contract herself. Yeah.
No.
And if the platform has no option, well, where do you
look
go
for another
there?
platform? Like, because that's the good thing. You could mint on Atomic Hub, but you can put your NFTs on any platform you want, and that's what I'm doing. I'm doing it in Nifty because they have that option.
Yeah, it's just tricky. Like we're creating NFTs for Upland, but we don't have that option within that platform, which is I think that's at best a missed opportunity. At worst, it's you taking advantage of your play base.
I feel like I'm
so.
playing a very interesting game of chess with Dak right now. And he's
Chess can be
thinking of
fun.
his next move.
Meanwhile, I don't
hard
even know
person.
how to play chess. I just play checkers. So yes.
You don't say go?
Huh?
No, that's way beyond my skill set. Go, jeez.
Go.
That's like the black and white stone version, or is that the kanji version? The tiles.
No, it's the black and white.
Yeah, it's like the
It's
Asian
also known as
chess.
Othello.
Yeah. So yeah, this article goes on to outline what royalties are all about and that sort of stuff. Here we go, Cheese. Is there evidence that NFT royalties offer sustainable revenue to artists, which is what you're kind of alluding to?
I get them all the time.
Yeah.
It's not much, but like every so often it's like, hey, you have some you could claim this, and it's like 3 wax here, 5 wax there, depending on how long I take to claim it.
Yep.
So it's actually really, really good
Yes, I don't. Does it outline
for a
anything?
nobody like me.
Well, it's different too. Like you're not buying and selling NFTs to pay your bills. This is your kind of entertainment platform.
Yeah.
So you getting those little kickbacks, that's great, and then I get a percentage of that too. That's great because then it allows us to, buy NFTs of all of these other projects that we're interested in. If we didn't have that, what do you call it, a drip? If we didn't have that drip of wax coming through, well, there's no way I'd be buying all these other NFTs. It just wouldn't happen.
And my drip mostly goes to my RAM because the more NFTs you own under your collection, the more RAM you need to hold them. And then like also there's a $20 fee. Like nobody knows the amounts of money you and I put into our Whine and Cheese name. Like we're not making any money. If anything, we're losing money, but it's fun. Like I enjoy doing this, and like Ben said, we're gonna keep doing this until we can. And I just like people who want or need to create the NFTs to survive, like you said, they can worry about the charity stuff later, but they need to take care of themselves. They need to set themselves up. If you could do it, that's great. Like I'll help, like I'll donate to you, whatever, but
and there's also I'll just speak to this next paragraph, which highlights the point I want to make. It says here, while large projects with outside revenue sources can afford royalties, individual artists cannot. To illustrate the NFT collection, Fidenza by Tyler Hobbs has made a total of 3,999 Ethereum in royalty revenue.
wow.
According to Flips Finance. The initial mint price was 0.17 Ethereum, meaning, now this is the important point, royalty revenue exponentially outweighed mint proceeds.
Yeah.
So think of us from the outdoor decor percentage. We're opening up next week. We have our sales, but that's it. That's our one chunk of the pie. But those NFTs might be sold for millions and millions and millions of UPX, and we don't get any percentage of that at all. It's all going to Upland via the fees, the buyer and seller fees. It's not good.
It's not.
I'm going to put my wine hat on for the Whine and Cheese. It's not good, and it's really in this kind of space and what they're pushing for, it's not good enough.
It's not.
So I don't know. Maybe it's one of these cases where it's because it's such a new system that will come in time. It's not just myself as one of the Outdoor Decor Better members that have raised this question and are kind of scratching their head. There's several of us in there that are just like, what the hell? Because it's a fundamental foundationary aspect of what NFTs are, especially for the creators. So it's a weird one.
Agree.
And I mean, ultimately, like the more income that we generate, that we would potentially generate from that, it's going to go back into the community, it's giveaways and prizes and this, that, and the other thing. So yeah, it's not, especially for yourself and myself, like I said, we're not, this is not a paying the bills sort of situation. So I don't know. Yeah, royalties is a massive, massive thing.
Yeah,
so
it really
anyway.
is. Like yeah, you got to be
So
careful.
that's our kind of.
Like depending on, like, you don't really want to go to an individual. You want to go to a well-reputed place that has it in their white papers, what they're planning to do with your art, what can you further get from that and whatnot. Look into your options. Some people, don't want to be hands off, and that's fine. Like, you do your art, you give it to somebody, they do the work for you, they give you future opportunities for money, that's fine. But make sure you pick the right person. Make sure you do your due diligence.
Absolutely. G'day, and get yourselves ready for the big opening day event on November 12th at 30 Aqua Vista Way, San Francisco. Stop mucking about and dive down under and into the server for more details. Are you looking for some of that quality outdoor decor? But you got no freaking idea where to go? Oh, come on over to Samurai Aquatics and Decor for all your outdoor decor needs. Got yourself an empty plot of boring virtual real estate in the Metaverse, do ya? Yeah, just delete that. I'm still not ready, sorry. Got yourself an empty plot of boring virtual real estate in the Metaverse, do ya? Or maybe some kind of crappy ramshackle building that, I don't know, needs a bit of extra spunk to it or something. And stop mucking about and get yourself over to Samurai Aquatics Discord to see all our available stock. We've got loads of different decor to spend your pretend money on. We've got saunas to fire you up and ice baths to chew you the fudge out. Literally stock coming out of our ears. Grills, swings, seating and more. So much more. And if we don't got it, give us a buzz and we could probably make it. Get yourself on over to Samurai Aquatics at 30 Aqua Vista Way in Midtown Terrace, San Francisco, lickety-split, and gorge yourself on outdoor decor.
Fire, samurai, ride on the dingo, flying through the sky. Cheese in the house, get off your ride. Hit you with the hairbrush, hit you with the knife. People let fire, samurai, ride on the dingo, flying through the sky. Hit you with the knife, flying through the sky. People let fire, samurai, ride on the dingo, flying through the sky. Cheese in the house, get off the ride. Hit you with the hairbrush, hit you with the knife. People let fire, samurai, ride on the dingo, flying through the sky. Hit you with the knife, flying through the sky.